Howdy, howdy, fellas. Got a World of Warships Legends match today in the Plymouth. Oh, there don't statistics. I have a plan to do like a all about me. Just like an overview video of my time in the game, either when I reach my win rate goal or 20,000 matches. And based on how matchmaking has been treating me recently, I think it's going to be 20,000 matches. But anyway, we're in Plymouth. If you are not doing this, make sure you do it if you want the resources. If you don't care, whatever. But I love that they added this just cycle through the guy's bonuses as you play a ship. I had in the past had the guys is just set up on a given commander, and like maybe I play it on a given day, maybe I don't. This is so nice. I The 50% credit bonus on tier 7 cruisers is just unreal. The amount of credits I can make in a day just from cycling through the guy's bonuses. As I've picked them up over the years, oh man. Oh man. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. If you're not doing it, you're just leaving resources on the table. And then I pick up the GXP as well when I can, or when I want to, or like whatever your priority is. I wish they would add a Commander 1. I'm pretty sure that the ship XP bonus Commander guises does not influence Commander XP. I need to go double check that, but I think when I looked at it the one time I tried it, it didn't work. But now that I'm saying it to you guys, I'm like, you know what? Let me just go double check that one time to make sure that I'm actually giving good advice and not being wrong. But I don't think that ship XP influences Commander XP. So that's the one thing that I wish they had, because that's actually one that I would still grind. I have more credits in GXP than I know what to do with, but I actually would still use Commander XP. I have plenty, but I would use extra to just level up. Yeah, get the combinations. That would be nice. So I would love for them to add that as a category. You saw my commander build, I think, for a second there. Still is a lot of Grazia. I just like it. The fully packed on Plymouth. I just like the convenience of it. There are so many times that one extra heal, extra cycling on the smokes is just nice. And then, Plymouth does a ton of damage anyway. It is a rare match that I'm like, oh, I wish I did more damage in my Plymouth. 10% more damage from refill station on something with amazing damage output, sure, but I just like the fully packed, so that's still the same for me. I think I've experimented a few times going back to either Ale Belfast, which is a nice combo with the smoke firing penalty. If I'm going to run refill station, I would run Ale Belfast over Zlata Grazia. I think that is a pretty clear choice in most circumstances. I'm not going to run her unique skill. I would miss the accuracy. That is my preference. And then her, Zlata Grazia's page trait is nice, but I would probably take Belfast's over it in most games. But maybe not all. I don't know. I like Zlata Grazia. I think she's a great commander. She's got such a fantastic mix of skills if you're not looking for fire chance. I mean, that's the thing she's missing, but apart from that, I really think she's got one of the best spreads in the game for skill, like variety and option. It's just exactly what I'm looking for. Just no fire chance. So if you missed out on her, if you're interested in her, I know I talked one guy into it. I've actually talked a few more into it. I think was it PG Rapids? PG Rapids gave her a DOA, like dead on arrival, don't buy it. I get it if you're, especially compared to a lot of other commanders, but if there's a little bit extra you're looking for, like, I don't even know how to say it. I can, even as someone who absolutely loves Zlata Grazia, and she has, like, pretty much revolutionized my enjoyment of the British cruisers as a whole, I can still understand why she might not be appealing for some people. My advice would be take a look at her skill layout, and if you find a build path in there that you're like, oh, yeah, that would work for me, give her a try. I really like her. I really, really, really like her. I can also see why she wouldn't be the choice for a lot of people. So, farm down the Jean Bart, going around this corner. Akatsuki's here, shooting the Algeria in the butt. This is like exactly as planned, but also, come on. Like, they knew I was there. They just sat there waiting. Here I debated for a second. I'm like, ugh, do I go dark and try to like reposition on this York, let him turn in or something before I shoot again? But I realize he's got half a kilometer before I go dark. If I turn and he switches to AP, York can hurt. York has good AP. Let's just keep shooting it. And then, what is that beside me? It's a Duke of York is further back, so I don't actually know what the battleship is beside me, but he got an absolutely nasty whack on it. So I'm like, all right, well, time to shoot this thing. And I am assuming that at some point I'll hit enough shots to take him down. And there we go. Oh, it was a Veneto. It was a Veneto. All right, that was a good shot, Veneto. And I'll, rest of the map is open. Our B flank abandoned, and they came over here you'll see me pinging them a few times, so I know I'm already turning to head back towards the rest of the map. And then, hey, look, there's a Z-23 that pops up right here. Dev Strike Kraken at 9 minutes, guys. That's 9 minutes. Oh, my lord. 5 ships sunk on the red team. I sank 5. To be fair, the Veneto did most of the damage to the York, so I'm not gonna pretend. Here I was just so amazed, and then I'm like, oh crap, like that torpedo is still coming. I'm about to eat a torpedo in the face. Let me take a second to actually play this game instead of taking a torpedo in the face for no reason. Yeah. The first, I guess it was earlier in the week that I played a bunch of games that I was on the other team of this, that somebody just came through and wrecked it, or my team just fed every ship in any way that they could imagine. And this latter half of the week has felt more like, oh, okay, this is the other side of that coin. So, it turns around. It turns around. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Make sure you keep your head up to the bigger picture, not just get hung up on one bad day, one bad match, one bad play, like whatever it is. And this is just bananas. This Ale Harbin pops up, and I was in his shoes in so many matches. He knows the destroyer is there, but he knows we're all here, but like, what does he do? He can't. Maybe lets them push through. That's maybe the better play, is holding a little bit. But the destroyer's there, so if he can get the destroyer and then get away and then get the other stuff, like, I see what he's doing. I could have got that kill a little bit better. There was a chance on that Gneisenau, so that part of me that's like, oh man, it could have been better. I think I could have gotten the Ale Harbin. The Gneisenau, probably not, but a few things different. If I can arc over that, like, he was plausible. The Ale Harbin, I think, was mine. But hey, you know what? In fairness, I picked up the York. I definitely didn't do most of the damage to the York. The Z-23 got the Harbin. I did most of the damage to Harbin, so we'll call that a wash. So it's fine. That's how the game goes. Like, you gotta sink the ships. You can't be running around not sinking stuff. Here, I thought about just going straight to sea, but then I thought, you know what? There's a Macaroni Cannelloni, whatever the crafting station ship. I really need to just remember the name, but I cannot. Is down there. He chased 2 cruisers all the way down there. He's way out of position. But, M. Colonna. His guns are not amazing, but they're good enough that I don't want to get spotted by the Helena in the middle, broadside, heading to sea, in range of his guns, and eat it for no reason. Also, if maybe the Helena's on this island and like jukes a Veneto, whatever, whatever. But mostly I'm just like, we're still down on points. We're up on caps. I don't really want to risk some nonsense happening where the Helena sinks the Veneto and the Kelowna sinks me and then secondaries and guns down the Duke of York. Like, I've just seen it happen. I've just seen it happen. So I'm going to come over here. Ooh, there's a Helena. He's got no health. Can we pick up a 6? Oh, Shells, get in there. Get in there. Yes. Just a split second before the Veneto. I'm sorry, Veneto. I think you probably did most of the damage to him as well. But I pick up the 6. Hey, you know, Helena was really threatening. So we just had to get him off the board. It's just how it is, guys. It's just how it is. You gotta sink the ships as they show up. Nah, but, I mean, realistically, he could have gone behind the island if the Veneto gets all overpins or whiffs, you know. He's got that European dispersion. Weirder things have happened. I have also been dev-struck and very nearly dev-struck by Veneto this week, today, whenever it was. You know, that European dispersion, it'll do some stuff to you sometimes, so. Trying to pick up the cap and the kill. See, that was a good hit. That was a good hit. I'm not 100% sure how well Plymouth does against this hull at this range. Yeah, that's a lot of shatters. That's a lot of shatters. It's about what I would expect, but they only pick up the 7. Oh man, this is the second dumbest 7-kill match I've ever played. I think I did more in this one than in the other one. I don't know if I ever made a video of it because I just felt guilty about it, but you know, 7. Totally earned. GG.